evening and welcome to Information Please, your Peoria Public Library on the air, bring you information about your library and your community. This evening, my guest is Jill Peterson. Sorry, Jill. Who is from the Festival of Lights in East Peoria, which is a Central Illinois tradition. And I really wanted to have her come and tell you about so many events they've added. What started off as a simple little community thing has grown into a huge celebration, and there's so much to do. So I wanted her to come and share all that with us. Hi, Jill.
Hi. How are you, Tricia?
I'm fine. I know we're both super busy. You're over your ears and up to your ears and lights and Santa Clauses and who knows what all.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
So I can't believe that anybody around here doesn't know what the Festival of Lights is, but why don't you just give me a brief little summary, because there's people that move into the community that don't know.
Oh, sure. It lasts for the entire month of December, and we have events all month long. We've already had our lighted parade of lights. That's a one-time only thing. We have a lot of people ask how many nights that happens. It's one night only.
One night.
And then starting Thanksgiving night, the Felipe's Winter Wonderland display will open. That's a drive-through and features almost all of the parade of lights floats and a lot of animated displays, things like the ski jumpers that jump over your car.
Yeah, I love that one.
Oh, yeah.
Is there deer that go over your car, too?
There's leaping deer on arches. We have Spaceland, Frontierland, Carnival Land. It's all set up into theme areas, and it's the Best Buy in town. $10 a car.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter
so
how
much
many
fun.
people are in the car, just put them in safely.
Yeah.
$10 a car.
It's a wonderful tradition. My family has done that many, many, many times, taken different people who are visiting from out of town or just taken our just immediate family. Take the dogs. The dogs like it.
Oh, yeah. We see a lot of people bring their pets through.
Yeah, the dogs
people will
come
rent
through.
limos and come through in a limo. And again,
how
a limo,
fun.
just $10. The only thing that we charge more for is if you come in a full-size charter bus. Otherwise, everything, no matter what size it is, $10.
Yeah, and there's a lot of that too. People do go on charter trips.
Yes.
Actually sign up for a trip where they come to the area and for a holiday trip, and that's one of the attractions.
Yes, it is.
To go
Absolutely.
through your enchanted winter wonderland, which has kind of leaked on down the hill now into the Levee District.
Yes, because now we have Felipe's Enchanted Forest, and that is in the Levee District. That came back last year. Mm-hmm. We had an enchanted forest for many, many years as part of the original Festival of Lights.
Right.
And eventually it was discontinued in favor of some other events. And we brought it back last year. It features our 35-foot Christmas tree, lots of live trees that will all be decorated, and we've got handmade decorations from 18 grade school classes in East Peoria. That's another tradition we used to have in the old Enchanted Forest. So the kids make decorations, they get put on the trees, and the kids and parents both love to come down and find their child's ornament and see it. And we are going to open that for the year on November 28 with an official lighting and carols by the Caterpillar Employees Mixed Chorus.
Oh, how
and
fun.
that will start at 5:45 p.m.
Well, that's so nice, because with the Levee District and all the restaurants and all the shopping, it's just such a nice thing to go, and I enjoyed it last year, go and see all this and then go get something to eat or go get a warm drink.
Absolutely,
or,
absolutely.
Get in the mood and go do a little Christmas shopping.
Yep, it's all right there, so you might as well.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, Peoria has the wonderful Santa Claus parade, the oldest parade in the country, that's during the daytime on a Friday morning.
Right.
But this is a nighttime thing. People aren't at work and can do it when it's convenient for you.
Right. The Winter Wonderland is open every day of the week. Mm-hmm. On Sunday through Thursday, it's 5 to 9 p.m. And on Friday and Saturday, it's 5 to 11 p.m. We do encourage people who live in the area to try to come during the weeknights, because we can get rather backed up on the weekends.
Yes, I've experienced that.
Yeah, and fortunately, people are usually very good-natured about it. Mm-hmm. On our Facebook page last year, we had somebody post it's the Festival of Tail Lights, which I just thought was funny, and I took it as the person was saying it with humor.
Yeah.
One year, with the traffic that was backed up, we saw a Jimmy John's vehicle drive up in one of the outside lanes, stop at a car, hand them an order, and leave. So we thought, oh, that's pretty creative. So people,
well, you could take your picnic supper with you.
you
or,
could, yes, and
eat in
people
the
do
car.
get creative. People on the Facebook page, that's East Peoria Festival of Lights, they've posted that they plan for it. They bring games for the kids and whatnot until they get to drive through. But we do encourage the local people, if you can, come Sunday through Thursday, because you may not
Friday
have
and
as long of a wait.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday. But it's so nice because it gets dark so early
Yes.
that at 5 o'clock already the lights are fabulous. And,
Right.
And it's such a cold, dark month. Nothing's better than all those lights when it's dark at 5 o'clock already.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the kids are still awake. You don't have to worry. This isn't something like in the summer. Gosh, it's hard to keep kids up for the 4th of July fireworks.
Right, 'cause it's
at
so late.
9 and 10 o'clock at night. But 5 o'clock, anybody can do that, even with a little one.
Oh, sure.
So,
And then we've had some fun things happen in the Winter Wonderland. Last year we had 3 marriage proposals in the
Aw.
Winter Wonderland. And so the
That's
grooms made special displays and coordinated it with us, and the bride-to-be was very surprised. So
Aw,
we've
that's
had
fun.
some fun things like that. One of the past years in our older Enchanted Forest from years ago, we had a wedding. So that was fun.
Oh,
And then when
yeah.
we moved the Enchanted Forest at one point to an indoor location, we had a second wedding in there. So yeah, we've hosted some very fun family celebrations.
Oh, that's neat. That's neat. I wonder if there's been any birthday parties. I bet there has.
Probably, it wouldn't surprise me.
Maybe I'll demand that. I have a December birthday.
Hey.
Maybe I'll say that's my birthday party this
What
year.
to do the Festival of Lights.
We do have some wonderful pictures.
Yes, that's
This is-
in Felipe's Winter Wonderland.
Okay.
And that's our monster truck. That was modeled to a scale model of a toy truck. I actually saw the toy truck that they modeled that from. And
Oh, how
it's an
fun.
exact blown up replica of that toy truck.
How fun for
Yes.
Christmas. Now, who builds these?
We have a volunteer base who comes in and builds these. We do have an employee who supervises them, and everything is designed and created by this dedicated group of Felipe workers.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
And
and
they have a very specific way of doing this so that you just see the lights. And
Yes, everything is made out of pencil steel, and the lights are then attached to the pencil steel by hand. There's no machine that does that. Small floats are attached to a golf cart. Larger floats are attached to cars. And then when we have the parade, we have to have people who drive those vehicles and people who walk alongside them. And then once they are moved up into position in Winter Wonderland, then we just unhook the generators and we plug them into electricity.
oh, fun.
Yes.
Okay. That must be quite an operation, getting everything set where it goes.
It is. It definitely is.
Yeah.
That is from Felipe's Enchanted Forest from last year, and we intend to have even more live trees in the display this year.
I just remember being so surprised last year of, what's this? Oh, this is so cool, because it just suddenly appeared. I guess I wasn't paying attention or I would have
It
known.
just
but
grew
yeah,
in the
it's-
Levy District, this
Yeah,
forest.
there it is. There's
Yes.
that forest again.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was really fun, and we had a lot of fun walking
Yeah.
through it.
Well, and we hope that people will come down for the lighting, because it was a lot of fun with the Caterpillar Chorus singing the carols last year, and then we had a
yeah.
countdown to turn everything on, and everybody seemed to really enjoy that. So come on out at 5:45, November 28th.
Okay. This
This
is
is-
people watching the parade.
This is along the parade route, yes. So we have people who come out with their chairs. They scope out their place ahead of time. And I think everybody likes the parade, but they really do enjoy driving through the drive-through display.
Yeah, it sometimes can be warmer.
Yes.
I think there's been a few years when there's been a little bit of bad weather.
We've never
during
had to
the parade.
cancel the parade, though.
No.
We never have. A couple of years ago, it poured rain. It poured and
remember
poured
that.
and poured. And that was the first year that my husband and I decided to walk along with a float. And about we had worn Scotch guarded outfits because it was pouring, and about halfway through I realized I was completely soaked. And one of the organizers drove up to me in a golf cart, because I've been around since year 3, and he said, "Have you ever seen this much rain?" I said, "No." And we've had some years where you were out there in just a sweatshirt and no gloves because it was so warm. And we've
Yeah.
had other years where, when my son was really little, it was so cold, we had him in his snowsuit bundled up so much his arms wouldn't go down to his side.
Yeah.
So we've had a range of temperatures.
Yeah.
We-
It's just like it is for the Santa Claus parade.
Right.
anything else this time of year, you're just not really sure what you're going to run into.
Right. Well, and we've only had to close the Winter Wonderland a handful of times, and that's always been because of something like an ice storm or a blizzard. We try to keep it open, but above all else, we want people to be safe, and if it's too dangerous to be out on the roads, we're not going to invite people to come out and risk having a wreck or something.
Right, right. You don't want people out on the ice just because they want to
Right.
see this. They
Right.
can come another day.
But we have a
Yeah.
good track record with keeping everything open. So that's our bear on the sled.
Aw.
So he's one of my favorites. I like bears.
How long have some of these different floats been around?
The paddle wheeler is the first float that we did out of pencil steel. That was in year 3. We used to have the floats made out of paper mache. They were basically daytime floats with lights on them.
Right.
And then in year 3, we started going to the pencil steel route. So that would be our oldest one. And several years ago, we completely revamped that one. So everything now is the pencil steel float style.
Oh, neat.
Yes.
Okay. Well, probably much more durable and
Yes.
lasts longer.
Yes, they are. And we just think it's neat that it looks like just lights are coming down the street.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah.
Invisible framework.
Yes.
It's fun. It's a lot
Yes.
of fun. How old is the Festival of Lights parade?
This is our 31st Festival of Lights.
It's hard to believe.
We've always had a parade, and we have added on to things since the beginning festival. The first year we did it, the economy was down. We thought we would do it to raise everybody's spirits. They got the idea from something that's done in Niagara Falls in New York.
Oh.
And we had this event. We didn't know if anybody would come to a nighttime parade. And halfway through the event, a month-long event, we were saying, gee, what are we going to do next year? And it's just grown and grown and grown every year.
Yeah, wonderful. And I'm not sure, oh, there's a motorcycle.
The chopper motorcycle.
Some of the things that are made out of lights are just fascinating. And there's some of them you think, oh, that's not Christmassy, but then all the other decorations that are around it, then you start thinking about things, under the Christmas tree or
Right.
whatever. So
Toys and
it's
whatnot.
a lot of fun.
And the floats are animated. This one, the lights are patterned so it looks like the tires are turning.
Yeah.
And they've added to it a voice box, or a noise box rather, and it makes a vroom vroom noise as it goes by.
Is there music when you drive through?
Yeah, when you drive through the display, there is a special radio station that you can tune to for holiday music and a narration of what you're seeing as you go along and some of the other festival events.
Yeah, so just like one of those driving tours at a national park.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
can see all that stuff. I love this one.
Yeah, the China Dragon. The reflection is from one of the years in the parade when it rained. And
okay.
yeah, you maybe are getting wet, but boy, you have a double whammy of all the lights that are glowing from the reflection.
Yeah.
And this is one of our animated floats where we have the steam coming out of the nose.
Yeah. Is it steam or is it smoke or dry ice, or should we not ruin that illusion?
No, it's some kind of CO2 tanks.
Oh, okay.
And we've got that in the steam engine train. We have that in Puff the Dragon.
It's
and
probably
we have it in
pretty
the China
standard
Dragon.
theatrical, like when they use on the stage.
Right. The colder outside it is, the less steam you have. But if it's a little more humid, like it was in this picture, then it really hangs in the air. Now, you don't see those effects when you go to the Winter Wonderland. Because somebody, when they are driving down the street with the parade, they actually have to push a button to make that steam come out.
So that's not
So,
happening.
yeah, that doesn't happen in the Winter Wonderland. But the animated effects, like we said on the motorcycle, for example, with the tires, it looks like they're turning. You will see that in the drive-through.
Yeah, fun. A lot of fun. Yeah, well, those are the pictures we had, but it's grown so much. You have so many more things than just, I mean, those are the centerpieces, the parade and the Winter Wonderland. But you have things like narrated nativity scene. And I don't think I've ever been to that. Where's that one at?
That is at the intersection of Springfield Road and Taylor Street, and it is presented by the Nativity Display Association. It's been a part of the festival since the beginning, and they were hand-painted scenes of the Nativity done by volunteers, and then a number of years ago, because they were really getting weathered, they had them all digitized. And it takes on a 3D appearance at night. And when you drive through, there's a radio station you can tune to there that will give you an explanation of what you're seeing as you drive by.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and then of course our wonderful boat, the Spirit of Peoria, has
Yes.
got cruises.
Yeah, they have a Festival of Lights event. They do holiday cruises, and it includes a buffet lunch or dinner, depending on when you go. The theme this year is a Celtic Christmas, so they have entertainment, and you can get information on that by going to spiritofpeoria.com.
Okay, and all the stuff that we're talking about, somebody can find on a website somewhere.
www.folepi.org. That's FOLEPI. And that stands for Festival of Lights, East Peoria, Illinois.
I was just going to ask you to explain that
Yes.
because people are always like, what does that mean?
And Felipe is our soldier mascot, and he represents all the goodwill and community spirit that we have in East Peoria. So that's why we've named so many of our events after Felipe.
Ah, all right, great. Well, the holiday cruise, you're going to have music, you're going to have food, great thing to do in early December. And then, of course, there's always the Nutcracker Ballet, which
Yes.
at the library we were able to present twice. We were able to do a little premiere where some of the dancers came in costume and
That's
put on
neat.
a very brief little show, and kids could have their pictures taken with the characters from the show and get to hear some of the music and hear the story.
Oh, yes.
And so, wonderful way to explain ballet
Oh, absolutely.
to the youngsters and get them started on.
And this is being
Dance.
presented by Central Illinois Ballet, and the show will be in the ICC Performing Arts Theater.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And then we have another exciting new theatrical development. East Light Theater has secured the rights to produce Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor
Oh,
Dreamcoat
that's
again this
wonderful.
year.
I'm not sure we could have the holiday season in Central Illinois without that show.
Right. Well, Joseph is on national tour, and so we had to get permission to let our regional theater do it, and we have found out they're going to do that, so people can go to eastlighttheater.com for information and to buy their tickets.
It's another wonderful way to celebrate the holidays and have something
Oh,
different
yeah.
to do.
And it's a great show for all ages. It's all music, it's all sung. There's no just spoken words, and it's not a really long show.
right.
So it's just perfect for even little kids. They won't get antsy, and many people have been going to the show for so long they can sing the songs along with the cast. So it's a very good show. I encourage everyone to go see it.
And because it's been here a long time, that doesn't cause a problem for them to kind of put it together at the last minute, because
Right.
there are seasoned actors who've done the roles year after
Yes.
year. But it's like the Nutcracker. You never get tired of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. You never get tired of the Nutcracker. We
Right.
tend to just watch them once a year. So,
Right. And this is Joseph's 25th year with the Festival of Lights. So they're celebrating an anniversary.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
very fun. Yeah. And then there's Felipe's Gifts Galore Shop and Stroll.
Yes, that's in its second year this year.
Oh.
And that is in the historic Four Corners district. That's bounded by East Washington Street, Main Street, McKinley Street, and Anna Street.
Okay.
Some people call it the Beck's Block because that's where Beck's Florist is in
Okay,
East
that
Peoria.
makes it identifiable.
And then there's a few other stores on McKinley just outside of that block that are also participating. And this is a chance to come down on December 5 from 1 to 4 p.m. and buy some unique gifts. They have some very unique stores in that area. And we will also have free horse-drawn carriage rides with Santa and free face painting by the character Elsa from Disney's Frozen.
Oh, fun.
So we hope people will come down and shop and eat. Whitey's Barbecue will be open. The Emerald Tea Room is participating. The Porcelain Pig, Vintique, Beck's Florist, Little Grocery, and Attitudes Hair Salon. So everybody is going to be doing drawings and have specials and treats. So we want people to come down and have a great time.
Yeah, so great time, chance to win something, chance to see some things that are
Right.
different and new, and do some shopping.
Take a horse-drawn carriage ride with
Yeah.
Santa. That was fun when we did that last year. And the carriage goes out on East Washington Street, and the people in the cars are just looking.
Oh, yeah, there goes
Wow, where'd that
There goes
come
Santa
from?
in a carriage.
Yeah,
yeah. So some of the other things that go on is right down close to there, we have our big, huge Bass Pro Shops, and they have Santa's Wonderland. What
They
goes
do.
on there?
You can have your picture taken with Santa inside, and it's very elaborately decorated. And Bass Pro, has been great for East Peoria, and so we're very happy that we have Santa there for the kids to see all month.
Yeah. And what I like about Bass Pro Shops, I can take my dogs there.
Really?
And yes, you can take your leashed pets, and they love going because all the little kids want to pet them.
Oh, that's neat.
But I have thought maybe they needed their picture taken with Santa.
Oh, that's fun.
But every little area you go to, they have treats for the pets too. So
That's great.
if you've got kids, pets, whoever, it could be a good time to go and put that bow on that collar and or dress the kids up in their Christmas outfit
yeah.
and take them.
Absolutely.
Because what would Christmas be if you didn't have the kids with Santa Claus?
Or the adults having their pictures taken with Santa. We see a lot of that.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, it'd be fun. And then we've got A Christmas to Remember, which is another theatrical production.
Yes, so there's lots of chances to see great Christmas shows in Central Illinois during the month of December.
Yeah, that one goes all through November and December. But Conklin's Dinner Theater, they've got all the hilarious comedy they always do.
Oh,
but
yeah.
they're at the Best Western Ashland House in Morton.
Right.
Now, because I believe they had some damage to the actual barn.
Right.
And the barn's not usable.
So-
I'm glad the theatrical company is still together.
Oh, yeah, they're great. They are so talented.
Yeah, they're
Yes,
a lot
absolutely.
of fun. A lot of fun. But over here in Peoria, we've also got Luthi Botanical Gardens, one of my favorite places. And
Oh,
what do
the
they have going
poinsettia
on there?
show. The
Yeah.
poinsettia show. They have so many different colors of poinsettias. You wouldn't believe the colors that a poinsettia can come in. And then they also sell very unique ornaments. All the trees are decorated, and it's just very beautiful in there.
Yeah, I've taken many a family Christmas card picture there.
Oh, that's neat.
Sure we will again this year. But they've got their candlelight walks too, and of course you could look at your website or at the Peoria Park District website. Call the library. The librarians will look it up for you when
Sure.
it is and find out. But it's a lovely, lovely thing to do. And of course, then over here in Peoria, we also have the Santa Claus Parade, which I mentioned.
Yes.
Oldest parade in the country, goes right in front of the library. We're closed that day, but you'll like Peoria. Pekin also has a winter wonderland.
Yes, they do. And that's been going on for a number of years and is very popular with Central Illinois people. So you have a lot of chances to see lights in the entire area during the month of December.
Well, and I'm old enough that the big thing was when you went downtown and saw the fabulous department store displays with all the animated.
You remember when they used to light the fountain?
Yes.
Yes, I remember that.
The fountain was beautiful, and I unfortunately remember all the big department stores. I was pretty little, but big department stores, and they had all the different scenes every year, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
try and compete and have the most elaborate scene, and so this has gone bigger and better though, because now instead of looking in a window and seeing small figures that move and talk and are lit up, we've got bigger than life-size things
Right,
in lights and
Right.
plenty to do.
absolutely.
Yeah. Christmas on the Court is in Pekin on December 4th.
And that's a type of a shop and stroll event, and they have unique shops and all kinds of neat events for that day of shopping in Pekin. So,
And the horse-drawn carriages are getting a workout. And Washington, Illinois also has the same kind of thing.
they do that on the square.
Yeah, and that one's also on December 4th. And then, of course, Good Cause, the Jingle Bell Walk Run,
Yes,
which is
absolutely.
something, call up and register for, get in there, because you can raise some money to help with arthritis,
Sure.
which I think with the weather changing, all of us are feeling that.
Yes, yes.
Yes, arthritis is quite the cause.
Well, and then the Festival of Lights also has 2 runs for people who are on the run during the holidays. We have the Philippi Classic, and that is on November 28th, and that's an Illinois Striders sanctioned event. It draws people from throughout the state and the Midwest. So you can do a 4-mile competitive run or a 2-mile non-competitive walk. And then we end the Festival of Lights with a run, the Get Lit New Year's Eve Fun Run.
Oh.
It's non-competitive. It starts at 11:50 p.m. on New Year's Eve. We've been doing this for 15 years now.
Wow.
And by then, Winter Wonderland will be closed to traffic. And so the participants run or walk in the new year in the Winter Wonderland.
How fun.
And as cars are driving by on Springfield Road, and people are honking, Happy New Year, and they're yelling at the runners, and the runners are yelling at them and waving. And at the end, they have a pizza party at Avanti's in East Peoria. So if anyone's interested in doing that for New Year's Eve, we encourage you to register early because there is a 400-person limit for the pizza party. And we have hit that 400-person limit before.
Pretty early on.
Yeah.
So get your registration in. And again, all that's on your website, which is
www.felipe.org. And we also have a Facebook page, East Peoria Festival of Lights. And you can find all the information about the festival events there as well.
Okay. Do you invite people to post their own pictures of themselves on your Facebook page?
We haven't, but people can post questions and comments to what we are posting. And I'm pretty prompt at responding to questions when they send messages. So go ahead, visit the site.
To do it too, right. The Santa Claus 5K is downtown Peoria on December 12th. Another one where we're raising money for Dazzle Downtown.
I think that's a fairly new event too, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. The library participates in, the Peoria Public Library downtown participates in the decorating of the street light poles. Actually, the Friends of Peoria Public Library are paying for that, where they come and they put the greenery. So as you come into the main library, there's some decorations. And of course, what we have at our libraries all the way through December 31st is our Heroes Trees, which are a tribute to our veterans. I read about that. Yes.
That is a great idea.
Veterans past, present, or veterans in general, make an ornament, hang it on the tree, and it'll be there through December 31st. So
that's a fabulous idea.
Not exactly Christmas, but definitely holiday. So.
Definitely.
Well, we are out of time, and we just barely got everything in there. So Festival of Lights is big, and I thank you so much for taking time to come.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. If you need more information about dates and times on any of these great events, look on the web for the East Peoria Festival of Lights website. You can call Peoria Public Library and get there. And we'll see you next week on Information Please.